Recording started.
Greetings and welcome to Tide-Reaver presents the Grimstone Chronicles.
No.
Shit. I suck at this.
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Season 2, episode 20. I'm your host, Marty, joined by the DM, Adam.
I got confused. I was expecting it to start.
What game we're playing. You are in charge of both of them at this point, so... Pirates pick up Chaga and go on an adventure.
Pirates pick up Chaga and become his followers at this point.
Yeah. What are they? 16th level on the other 16th level Gestalt with
Mythic.
With Mythic?
16th level Gestalt Mythic, guys.
Oh, we got a Pirates of Mythic. How's everyone doing on this fine New Year's Day?
I had a less than relaxing trip to a cabin over New Year's. It had rainstorms the whole time. The town we went to, it's a beautiful little place. The keyword being little, had almost nothing open. And you know, I was told there'd be stuff at amenities, but they were not. None of them were open. So I had to buy. We were scrounging for food, and then my one dog, the healthy one, Leia, had an accident in the back seat that was like a massive diarrhea shitstorm. And there was a whole there's a whole bunch of things. So there was a lot of, and then it was so slippery and icy that Adam spent his last couple of days cleaning up diarrhea and shuffling dogs around on ice and not sleeping too fantastically. So we're going to
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Oh, it was I started 2024 with a broken ankle. My fucking dog died from cancer. There were some stuff with work got all sorts of screwed up. Right? I put on a bunch of weight. I put on a bunch of weight this year. Like this year was like, oh, Adam put on 40 pounds. 2024 sucks. Get out of here. It's just a capstone to the suck. Get the fuck out of here. Throw it down the hill. Stomp on it a few times. So 2025, we're going to do better. So that's the plan.
Yeah. 2024 had its ups and downs. They were a little more spiky.
It's a prickly
a little more spiky than usual. Yeah. Let's see. Nerdery. I played about 30-40 hours of Diplomacy is Not an Option. It's kind of like a base builder a la Age of Empires. There's a specific name for that type of game, like a real-time strategy kind of game. And it's not too bad, but I don't know. Once you climb through the tech tree and once you go through enough scenarios, it's pretty much the same game over and over, but just slight ratcheting of the difficulty. And I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm not having fun anymore. Like, what's the point of a game where half of it is building walls and all of a sudden things are being summoned in the middle of your town? It's like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Like, at the same time, I'm just like, this is enough. This has got to the point where I'm like, no. That I turned on a cheat and I'm like, okay, I've got resources, but that level was still like, your action economy is really the thing that limits it. And I'm like, how are these fucking things being summoned into the middle of the city? You turn around, you're repelling all these fucking hordes, and all of a sudden there's like undead in the middle of your town just destroying buildings, and it's like, oh. So yeah, I reached to a point where I'm like, I played the game enough. I played on a map for a few hours of just like no raids, just build to your heart's content. And I got to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. So the depth of the game is not quite. It's not quite there. It just released, so it needs a little bit like a DLC.
It needs a little bit of cooking.
Yeah. I found the best units, and it's like you crank out crossbowmen for your walls, and if you're exploring, the horse archers are amazing because you kite the enemies. Only some that come running after you. Go running away. You're faster. Turn
You
around.
micro, yeah.
Yeah, you just fucking like you can clear maps. It's just fiddly and takes a while.
Apparently, Steam scored 9 out of 10. The GOG score 3.9 out of 5. Old dudes don't like it. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, you'll have fun for about 20 hours. And you'll go, oh, I gotta climb the tech tree again and start from the scratch. And you don't get to pick where your fucking building starts off. So sometimes, like, you're in the shittiest spot where it's like, why did you start over there? Like, give me 5 choices. Give me 3 choices of where to start my building so you could be strategic, right? It's like always in the open middle field. It's like, okay, I got to guard from all directions. This fucking blows.
Is it meant for multiplayer?
I don't know if you can multiplayer it, but
there's a mod for that. They want to add multiplayer and co-op. Okay.
They don't have a map editor. I think a map editor I would play another 40 hours if I was able to like choose my starting location and.
There are multiple petitions for online multiplayer because some of the features you're describing, like random starting locations, are very much like multiplayer. Like they're for multiplayer purposes, right?
Yep. So it feels like yes, it's a complete game, but it's not a very deep game. I could see why. Like the first 10 hours, I'm like, this is cool, and after you play it over and over and over and over, and it's pretty much the same, like. Build.
It has the same build. It has the same flow.
Yeah, the same flow.
And with RTSs, either you're playing scenarios, aka they have like a campaign world where you're.
Yeah, I did part of the campaign, and then part I just explored different maps and that sort of thing. And 40 hours, I got a lot done, but it was fun.
You do.
And then I switched over to Civ 6 this morning. I'm like. I played Civ 5 a bunch last year, and I've played Civ 4 to death over the last, decade and a half. It's time finally to put some hours into Civ 6. So, I found some mods that I liked. Yeah, we'll put some hours into Civ 6.
For me, nerd stuff, Age of Dawn of War. Warhammer Dawn of War is still playing that, like the original. Speaking of RTS, it's an RTS. It's fantastic. It is still fantastic. The graphics are the only thing showing its age. They're pretty blocky little dudes, not that many polygons going on. And they're really trying for like, cutscenes that are done in engine.
Diplomacy not an option. Those are blocky little dudes, but it's kind of like the current style from like Lego or from what's it called, Roblox or something like that.
Yeah. And then so I've been playing a little bit of that, and then playing this Marvel Midnight Suns. Which is the people that made XCOM. It's a card based, a deck builder Marvel tactical. Tactical RPG game. It is way better than it has any right to be, even with some pee poo poo writing. Like there's some stuff where it's like, because you're supposed to be like managing conflict between your party members, and it's like, I've done that really well, so everybody likes each other, and then you reach the point where it's like everybody's mad at each other. We're gonna have the big team meeting about why everybody thinks like, no, I've already fixed all this. Everybody's got a heart. Everybody's loving kisses and hippies, and I solved it all. And you've now entered the story time. I didn't tell the edgelords not to edgelord, and I told the straight-laced lawful dudes that it's cool to be lawful, and we're all going to win. Right? But you have to manage your options, and it's got like the actually a good implementation of good side, light side, dark side stuff, where the dark side version is just edgelord. It's like, are you a paladin or are you a rogue? Fuck you, man, we're going to kill her, right? It's not like I will now go drown babies in a bucket, or I will save the kitten. It's not that sort of an option. The option is like, yeah, you're too weak. Go like you should do better. You're too weak, right? Like just ribbon them or being like, don't worry, we'll get them next time, son. Like that kind of stuff. So anyway, the game's fun. It shouldn't be as fun as it is.
And then other media, Secret Level is an anthology series on Prime. It's well worth the watch. Most of the episodes were decent. They're based off of, I want to say modern video games, but there's one based off of Pac-Man that was just like chef's kiss kind of like writing and animation. That
one's Amazon, right?
That one's on Amazon. Yeah, Prime.
Nice.
So most of the episodes are decent. Well worth a watch. Kind of reminiscent of Love, Death, and Robots or Oak Studios.
Oh, yeah, they've got Warhammer in this, and
Yeah.
I think Amazon owns the rights to Warhammer media right now.
Cool.
I think so. Henry Cavill's making a show. So
The
Henry
D&D
Cavill.
one was good. The Warhammer one was good. The Pac-Man one was strangely good. Yeah, there were a few others in there, but worth the watch. All right, why don't we do a recap what happened last
Almond's
game?
here. Yeah, what do you do? You're muted.
There we go. So my son is 4 now, so we've gone through the terrible 2s, the horrible 3s. Now I'm dealing with fucking 4s. So, good times. His argument is repetitive crying. It works.
well, there's a problem.
No, it's just when you're done.
Where you down?
You're cooked. You're like, fuck it, just fucking stop. What do you want me to do, man? What do you want me to do, man?
I got one of my nieces a pair of new earbuds, and these things are so good with noise cancellation that she couldn't hear us talking to her in the same room.
It's true.
So you may
thought
want
she was
to
ignoring you and just being a teenager?
No, I put them on and it's like, okay, they've got the technology. So get yourself some noise canceling earbuds, and you'll just never hear the crying again.
There's a quote, an excellent quote. It is difficult to change the mind of a smart person. Or it's difficult to win an argument with a smart person. It is impossible to win an argument with a stupid person. And by definition, 4-year-olds are stupid.
Fucking stupid.
Definitionally. Anybody who's like, oh, my 4-year-old's so smart. Yeah, but they're stupid.
No.
Like, compared to normal
relative to other 4-year-olds,
what's rather than a 4-year-old? Who cares? They're all dumb.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers.
They're so insightful. No, they're not.
Bags of walking shit. Fine.
Snakes and Bombards, the name of last game. The Happy Barnacle encounters a squadron of naval vessels from Bloodcove that attempt to stop them. Sodak and Rose take lead to repel boarders, while Molgromere and Siren try risky maneuvers to pass the ships. Sunwoo frees Black Dog from the baleful polymorph effect. The Marines, whilst trekking through the jungle, stumble upon a nest of deadly megafauna. Oh, God. One of their party is eaten. Grimsby animates a new pet. Genzorg makes contact with Molgromere, ferrying Sunwoo and Gotano back to the ship. And I think we were entering Bloodcove when we left off last time.
Yes, sir. All right. Let us.
I created a build for the giant snake.
Of course, it's a snake. Oh, it's the like. Oh, we go down to the bilge.
I don't think this thing. When we need to be nice, it goes down to the bilge. I think the rest of the time it's up top. Dude, this thing bites plus 23 for 46 plus 22 damage. They make the best skeletons ever.
Well, this is why you don't mess with Grimsby. Because it's under my control.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
What's the reach on that thing?
It's gargantuan, so it's 20 feet.
So we just have to like move by a boat, and it can just go, like grab the captain.
I mean, anyone
I
who
got your captain, bitch.
that first person who goes onto the boat that does not belong. It keeps
So
grab
screwed.
and it keeps swallow. Now I don't know if you're.
I don't know. I think the swallow.
I think we're gonna stitch up the ribs so that you do get swallowed and the ribs will fucking crush you. Yeah. Funny.
Yeah, I think
there's the token for it. Thank you, AI generators.
That was
where,
AI.
where are we looking?
I stuck it on Jungle Trail where the party is.
Well, not the stream.
I saw a new one for it in the Discord. I was like, yeah, ribs.
All right. So, your vessel has been outrunning basically a line, a defensive line of the city, and is sailing with all due haste towards Bloodcove. I would like a like the cruising profession sailor check that you're sort of producing from your vessel to sort of understand how much of a lead that you're building over the other this line. That is basically.
Is this everyone participating, or is this just a quick check from Molgromere?
Well, it depends. If everybody's participating, then everybody is busy that whole trip. If everybody's not participating, then they could be doing other things. Things like Siren wouldn't be using her bard song, for example. It's a long term.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
People will be distracted if they're all working on sailing, or prevented from doing other actions.
Gotano isn't sailing, but he was ordered to stay close.
I guess Sodak's. Wait, Sodak's off. Sorry, is this before we dock, or this is before we dock, just to learn how much ahead
This
we
is
are?
trying to figure out how far ahead you are of the line
Sodak's
coming, saying that they've broken through the line.
Yeah.
Is Sodak up above with the captain, or is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Trying to get ahead.
He's just shaking his head at Sodak. He's so angry. There's so much work to do. Someone was going to go into the Major's private segment and have a little fit. So this is going to watch. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. He didn't do any of the work I left him. What am I going to crack everything all by myself? So we'll make this. So I need this. You know what I'm going to do? Yeah. If he wants those lenses, that's a way down on this list. He's going through a scroll. I'm going to stick something fun in the peripheral vision.
While you're wearing them, you always feel like you're being flanked or whatever. Oh, God! Shit coming. Are you okay, Alyssa?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Sorry, we almost got eaten by a giant snake. I'm a little on edge.
She smiles. She might think being eaten by a giant snake is funny.
And when I talk about giant snakes, I'm talking about snakes that are longer than this boat. We walked on top of the thing's head because we thought it was the ground. Mega snakes!
Surely you jest. No?
No, one of the babies got animated by Grimsby when we reconnect with them. You'll see I'm not joking.
Huh.
Nope, no time for jokes. Just go through the scroll of all the tasks. He hasn't even finished his training activities yet. What has he been up to? What has he been up to?
He was making He was making stuff for the other ship, I think.
Huh. He flops down in the captain's chair. Maybe
The
I could
Tide-Reaver's armada or something like that.
So, if I create a headband and make someone an amazing weapon crafter, and then I create a headband and make somebody an amazing armor smith, Black Dog's got a bit of skill. He should be able to handle some of the mithril armor. And then we could fit the Tetsubo in here. Oh yeah, we found some really cool, really neat components for a Tetsubo that breaks things.
Does it break big snakes?
More like, so we crafted a bunch of underwater rings for weapons. I think this Tetsubo is going to be Karen's new weapon. You can swim inside a boat, give it a smack.
Oh.
So if I do that here,
He's just optimizing the crafting backlog between himself, Sodak, and Black Dog.
Okay, Celissa wants to add an item to the list.
Okay.
He shows us like there's lists that take Sunwoo currently headbands and all sorts of stuff has 14 days of crafting ahead of him. Sodak with his training and armor crafting and creating the Tetsubo has 22 days of work ahead of him. And then Black Dog has 10 days of crafting armor ahead.
See, the problem is Sodak is so quick at armor, we can't totally take him off of that. Because I already crafted one suit of barding. To hell if I'm going to be the one crafting yet another suit because Crimler grew. Oh, the barding takes so long. What do you want?
I just think you should have a party hat.
Well, I've got a headband.
No, a hat. You really should use all of the space in your face. It's the only thing you keep when you turn into a snake.
You know, I've been wanting to craft these gloves that allow me to use firearms really well. I've been keep on pushing these things off forever.
Well, you should make something for yourself. I think you should make something that makes you happy. I thought a hat would make you happy if it created a party or something like that. But if making things explode makes you happy, then...
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. If those trains were just so nasty, it would have been, well, some of them are nice. I don't want to think about that. We saved the nice one.
Trees, well, my mother always told me that you can never trust a tree.
Uh-huh.
You never know when they're going to leave.
Leaf. Okay. Okay, that was funny.
She smiles like, and then she's basically putting the gloves higher in the order. She's just like, nah, these go up here. Let's put these.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to. You really think I should put the gloves ahead of the headband that allows us to repair the boat?
The boat's not that damaged.
Yeah, I've been working on trying to learn a spell. Sodak's got it. Okay. I've got time to think about it. I can move it back if I don't feel good about that. Or something else comes into it. Do you need anything? Most of the stuff we've already earmarked money for, so...
No, I don't need anything. I'm just happy to see the wonderful goings on. I am learning so much.
Mm-hmm.
Massive snake.
Yeah.
Did you kill all the massive snakes?
All three of them.
Did you find any eggs?
No. I don't think so. The DM hasn't rolled up the treasure yet, so I don't know.
Did we find any eggs?
No, you didn't find any.
Okay.
You didn't go looking for any eggs either. You cut open the snakes and were looking inside the snakes as opposed to nobody said hunt for a nest.
Yep.
You could make a very scary ranger or druid with a large snake. If they're simply animals, use your magics to tell them what to do.
Interesting. Well, we've got enough snakeskin. We could probably wrap the boat in it. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Could we wrap the boat in snakeskin? Pretty fucking tough. No, I'll have to think about that. Oh, I just made the sails too. Snakeskin sails.
You have the most snakeskin wrapped up boat is fucking awesome. Adam has like Adam has a pair of crocodile skin boots back in the closet.
Oh, we're definitely turning a treant into a ram. Oh, I have to design that. I'll need to talk to Sodak about that. Maybe we should craft the weapon smithing circlet first, so that we have the greatest insight when we create the ram. Yeah. Yeah, this will go good. You don't know how to craft, do you?
Let me check her build. She could. The thing is, she doesn't normally have thumbs.
She does in dwarven form.
Doesn't normally have thumbs.
Yeah.
I could learn, I suppose.
Well,
I don't know what Blood Havoc does, but Blood Havoc sounds awesome.
This is the
just the damage, the El Kaboomy power.
Okay.
I could learn.
Well, we'll keep that in mind.
Someone doesn't. He talks out loud. He doesn't care.
Yep.
Celissa listens.
Yeah. So Celissa is a slightly negative influence on productivity, but she's a positive influence on she prioritizes Sunwoo being happy over optimal decision making. She encourages
24 charisma, diplomacy plus 15, 5th level Naga thing.
Yes,
okay, yeah.
She supports playing small, harmless tricks on the crew. She promotes doing things that make you feel better about yourself. These sorts of actions. She's not doesn't force you to do anything, but she's just standing up for yourself through quiet, rebellion. One of those sorts of things.
Yeah, well, people start to appreciate how much work I do, and I start spreading the work around.
Many hands. She turns into a Naga and then does a little head shrug.
Yeah, Ganzor could craft his own spare bows if he wants. Might take him a while. Well,
it'll give him something to do.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with this.
I was going to run down to the galley. Would you anything like to snack on?
Oh no, I'm not hungry, thanks.
Sun was the only one with the ring of sustenance.
Okay.
he ends up following her down to the alchemy lab, anyways.
Yep, she's just grabbing some nuts and some fruits and just different snack-like things. All right.
Sodak, can you give the aid for the sailor?
Yeah.
Are you encouraging the rowers to row, or are you letting the wind take the?
No, we're encouraging the rowers to.
Okay. Are you Are you driving them beyond an hour of hustle? It was about 3 hours of total. So are you...
Yep.
Okay.
Captain's orders. We need to make it to Bloodcove. He tells them how far it is, so that they know that there's an end. It's not like we're gonna do this for non-determined amount of time.
I'm doing this until I get tired. Doing this till I get tired is Daedalus's version of encouragement. The captain improves the encouragement. All right. What is the con for Black Dog's men?
Black Dog's hounds have a 14 con.
Okay, and then do they have the endurance feat?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Power attack, weapon focus, heavy blades, weapon specialization, furious focus.
All right. So
evasion, sneak attack +2, and archer volley are their troop abilities.
Okay, they make the DC 10 check. They make the Okay, Black Dog's men are infatigable.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, they made it bang on. Yep. Okay, so the Black Dog's men are able to persevere through this forced rowing. So there's a plus the 8 on the check from basically that's a +4 aid there on the 13. Assuming that 13 was for the rowers.
No, I was doing Molgromere's men.
Oh, sorry.
19 from Sodak, so +2.
Okay.
Okay.
+2 from Sodak and +3 from Barnabas's guys. And you want a strength check?
The strength check from the rowers, yeah. And the rowers get a plus. Oh my word! A +4 from Daedalus's encouragement and timing advice.
Okay, that's +3. Where is the monkey? And Zorg's with them now, so he's got a good wisdom. He gets a +2 or a 3 aid.
Okay.
And then the monkey, Chum. Can the monkey profession serve? Sure can. I think that's one higher.
Okay.
All right. And then last one to aid is Siren. Plus 12. Shoot. That's 6, 12, plus 17 on top of Molgromere's plus 22. 52.
Okay. You have a base speed advantage of 30 feet per round, effectively. Your awesome sailing has effectively, and just how I'm doing that is I'm taking 50, I'm subtracting 20, so it's 30. So you're basically going 60 feet per round faster than they are. Over the 3 hours,
yeah,
you are building yourself.
Our silk sails gives us a plus 10% speed over long distances.
Okay. So with the sails, because that wasn't included in my math, so the sails have you going an additional 20. So that gives you 60, 100, which means that you're going to get 2 hours. You basically made 2 hours of time by the time you get to town. So you have a 2-hour lead. That doesn't make sense. You've got a... Sorry. 1 second. I need a sheet because I think 2 hours is incorrect. You are ahead by... So you have 3 times 100, so you're 300 back. You've got an hour and a half. Sorry. You have an hour and a half lead at the end. is what you've got there because they're moving the whole time. So you have 1.5 hours. Last time it took you a couple of hours to navigate the docks.
All right. Now that we know how the docks work, we're going to go right to the front of the line if there's a line. You're just going to slip right in.
All right. You do know how the docks work. Are you trying to butt the line? Are you trying to manipulate the system? Are you trying to like strong arm your way? Like, are you trying to convince the pirates that you're the next in line? Are you trying to convince the dock workers you're the next in
There's
line?
an armada.
Or are you trying
There's
to
an
just basically
armada.
force your way through?
I think what we're going to do is we're going to flash that that we have priority.
Okay, you're just saying we have priority. We have priority. Okay. Give me a.
And the 2 captured guards are below deck.
You're All right, so let me grab your token. You've made your way to the docks. Ahmed, I know how you like rolling. It is busy this day.
Dragon attacks.
This day is not overly busy. Give me a it's a I believe it's a D4. It's either D4 plus 1 or a D4. Give me a second. It is a this one. It is a D4. So if
4.
roll D4 for me.
Rolled a 4 because I'm awesome.
Okay. The locks are completely bunged up. Right now, it'll take, if you just follow the normal processes, you already declared that you're not, but if you follow the normal procedures, it's going to be 4 hours to get through the locks. Okay. You've come forward. There is a line in front of you. You are the 6th ship in the line. You are flashing priority. What is the message that you're trying to convey, and who are you trying to convey it to?
We're trying to convey it to the people in control of the locks. I don't care if the people behind us are upset.
Okay. All right. I'm going to, because Ahmed doesn't like doing it, I will roll a quick check here. Okay, people are very neutral about the whole. They're not overly aggressive, but they're not overly passive. They are supremely neutral. All right, so there's some grumpiness as you've basically pushed.
I wonder what's going on there. It's going to take us 20 more minutes. That asshole, Right.
Yeah, they're griping. They're all right, so you're flashing a message about how this is a priority. Simply by your sheer audacity, we've shaved 1 hour off of this entire interaction. So we're now at 3 hours it'll take to navigate this thing. You are flashing. You're flashing your message. Is there anything more complex that we have priority, or are you flashing? And at this point, you're at yelling range if you'd like to communicate something more complex.
No, we have we need to speak with the harbor master, whoever's in charge of the locks right now.
Okay. You see a man who looks similar to the dock workers that you'd seen previously. Dock worker. They're waving you basically through the first gate, but they're trying to get you to dock here. They're trying to get you to basically pull up. They're trying to get you to pull in over here. Is that acceptable by you? You're being waved in. You're being waved in. And they're waving you to a spot. I mean, you could just ignore them at that point. There's one set of locks.
Once we do the first lock, how do we get through this next set?
So basically, the water levels have to normalize between the two.
Yep.
And then, 2 doors open up and you go through.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to.
You can do this one, which means you can't do that one because
Yep.
you're going to spend an hour waiting for water to normalize, right?
Is this side higher than that side, or is that side higher than this side?
So water flows this way. So normally this side's higher than that side.
Okay.
Like this is inland and that's outland.
All right. So we're not.
But
We're not
these
jumping.
But both of these like bridges and docks both
Yep.
look like they're able to handle like surges that are like 30 feet higher than the current water level.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's in charge here? So is what Molgromere says, and then he glances to Gotano, like, get ready. Gotano gives him a nod.
Okay. There's a strange tattooed man that is approaching. Try to get through in a hurry. Heard there was a priority. He's waving. Need him.
Yeah. Who's saying they're in charge? Happy is in charge?
Happy is talking to you. He's not saying he's in charge. He
Are
is...
you in charge? I don't have time for. So
How about you want to talk to Greeny?
And Molgromere is waving like the document.
You want to talk to Greeny? Come on. You can either yourself or one of your representatives. The faster we get you through, the faster we get you in, the faster we get you out.
Okay, Molgromere will hop off. Gotano will follow. Anyone else want to come?
Yeah, Sodak will come along.
Okay, here, let me grab. We've got the
Just in case.
Molgromere, we got the Sodak, and we've got why don't mind me.
Okay, and then we'll also grab Rose, and we'll leave Ganzorig in charge of the ship. He's got a plus 13 profession sailor at this point. I was there, spent some ranks, so.
Okay.
He's been obviously trying. Yeah, he at this point in time he has 6 ranks in profession sailor.
All right, and Karen isn't there, and Black Dog isn't there. I don't think Grimsby went. Did Grimsby go? I don't think Grimsby went.
Nope, Grimsby's hurting.
He's hurting, but it's because he's got the flying barrel. Banta's gone. Lee is gone. Chum Chum is Chum Chum going?
Yeah, he's on. We're on land.
Okay.
Siren will back up.
Genzorg.
Ganzorig, yeah.
And the ship is starting to look. I mean, actually, Sebastian, Genzorg, and Daedalus, backed up by Siren and Celissa. That's a. They can handle a lot of encounters.
Yeah, just not giant fucking snakes. Although maybe. Excuse me, what did you say your name was? That's what Gotano says to Happy.
my friends call me Happy.
That's right, my name's Gotano. Good to meet you. And Gotano's going to use his bluff to conceal spell to cast spell on this guy. How does that work?
There's a perception check or spellcraft check equal to his number of ranks and bluff plus like 10 plus ranks and bluff plus spell level, I think.
Against a DC of 15 plus number of bluff ranks plus your charisma modifier. So
there you
go. 7 plus 6, 7, 6, and 15, and he's got a class power that increases this by 2, specifically for this power.
Cool.
It's a DC 30 perception or spellcraft check to notice that a suggestion is being cast on this dude.
Okay. Ahmed.
Man.
I need you to roll me a percentile.
Done. What catastrophe am I bringing on today?
Well, we're just wondering if there's anybody of significance around.
12.
Okay. All right, you cast your spell. The man is charmed.
Okay. I suggest you help us get through the lock as fast as you can.
You better talk to Greenie. We better talk to Greenie real quick.
Is that the fastest way, or can we just get this moving?
Well, the water's already adjusting. It'll take a while. I suppose the fastest way. He looks at you. I agree. We should do it the fastest way. He's heading over towards the other lock.
Okay.
Are you following?
Yeah, we'll follow. We
Hey.
can hop on with the boat when the boat gets over there. Yeah, basically, Molgromere is going to tell Ganzorig to meet us wherever the boat goes. Like, I assume there's some opening over here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Like, sail the boat up to here.
Okay. There's a couple of dudes over on that set of locks. They don't look like the normal workers. They seem a little confused about Happy's presence.
Like how their name's Skids.
Here we go. We need to open the lock. The fuck you talking? It's the fastest way.
We have priority. Says Rose. He gives them a bow.
Are you sure? Greenie told me so. Greenie ain't not gonna like this. He told me so. Just do it. You can see him having an argument with these people. We'll see if any of them recognize that this guy's arguing poorly.
What seems to be the problem here? So Molgromere says.
There's something wrong with it's one guy. There's one guy who's Skid 2. It's given him the look.
Okay, so Rose has a power through samurai to demoralize people as swift actions. So Rose is going to give him a stern look, like we just told you we had priority. Like, do you want to get in trouble, kind of thing. We'll demoralize the guy who's questioning.
Okay, all right.
And then Molgromere had the same kind of idea, like what's going on here, kind of thing. So he's gonna aid Rose's. So he gives a +2 to Rose. Rose isn't as good. Rose is a cohort, but he's got a decent 26 on the intimidate check.
Okay, with a -2 penalty, he doesn't actually understand that his friend has been charmed. Fine, fuck. It's not my business how you ever done this. Coins or curls, however you got through the locks. Fine, you want to open the fuck up? Fine, let's open it the fuck up. Who fucking cares? A couple others are it's like, yeah. One of the dudes in the back is sort of leaving with a couple of the dock workers. They seem to be separating from the group. These two, Skid 1 and Skid 4, are going over to a set of cranks.
Molgromere is going to pay attention to how this works.
Okay, there's a big wheel that these two men are basically cranking, and there's this whooshing sound. It seems to be like this big mechanical leverage device. Give me a knowledge engineering or a bard check or a craft check?
Yeah, Molgromere's got knowledge engineering, so apparently he needs a sun woo here. 16. That's not too bad.
16?
Here are the buttons.
There's it's definitely a like a geared mechanism that they are cranking on, and it's probably opening up a door somewhere below that's letting water through. It would have to be like a really strong door or a really small door for it to be like for it not to burst under high water pressure.
All right, we'll wait expectantly.
Okay.
Do we see these other guards that look like they're more like, are they dock workers or are they guards?
These guys?
Yeah.
Those are more like dock workers. These guys are intermingled amongst them. Most of the men in the territories are pretty physically stout. There are also several, like there are some guards like amongst like the streets, so you can see like the big burly dwarves. Give me a perception.
I hear that,
now that you're actually around.
Gotano's gonna just talk to them, like kind of like while the bosses are all doing their thing. I hear there's some fun stuff going on in the city. Any news?
Well, we're cursed. Everybody knows we're cursed.
Oh no!
Rivers ran dry.
Oh no! What happened?
Rivers ran dry and demons fell from the sky. We're cursed.
Demons? What kind of demons?
Water demons. Out at the big storm. They say demons fell from the sky.
Yeah. We got caught up in some of the things too. Demons? I'm not too sure. More like bad dolphin ladies.
I was just told they weren't from around here and they're trying to take away the waters.
Yeah. It's a problem.
There are dwarves that put their feet on the water. There's dwarves that have their feet in the land. And there's dwarves that got their feet in the trees. If the demon dolphins want the water, I mean, who are we to say that? Let the water things fight the water, let the sea elves or some other shit.
Wait, hold on a second. There's tree dwarves?
Yeah?
What exactly is a tree dwarf?
Some kind of the great dwarves, the pumpkin territories that conquered the jungles.
Okay, but they don't like swing from trees like monkeys, do they?
Give me a charisma check for Gotano. It's so marked, by the way.
24.
Yeah,
I'm channeling his character, dude.
Good job.
Yeah.
Not like monkeys. Most of the dwarves you see around here would be tree dwarves.
Okay. Maybe I had something different in mind. Like you were comparing dwarves with elves or something.
How much you pay that bastard to get this kind of treatment?
Oh, we're on priority.
Yeah. You gotta be holding some sort of cargo and supporting to him.
Yeah. It was not for me to say. It's the captain's business. You understand? Priority is priority.
Fucking priority's priority, but well, what's your name again?
Oh, it's John.
John. You got kind of a familiar face, John.
Oh yeah, I think it's a style. He's putting at the mustache. It's all the rage at my barber. I swear, he gives every second man the same haircut. I gotta find myself a new barber, I think.
Okay, Rose.
You dwarves
Molgromere-
understand the importance of a good barber.
he strokes his beard and his mohawk, and is like,
That's right. You guys have a really good sense of style, you tree dwarves. He gives him a little like punch in the shoulder, like, now I understand.
Okay, he likes you. Like
Okay.
he likes he likes the compliments. He also likes the understanding. He's still confused about you, but you're like a 30 charisma thing. Okay,
23, but
23
yeah.
still. Rose Molgromere, Happy is now in an argument with these two skids.
Okay, is the device still working?
Well, the device is still working, but Happy is telling him to more. What do you fucking mean? More! They're having an argument about how open something should be.
Okay, well, we'll let the argument proceed.
Okay, I will give a charisma check for the two. They are independently having it out against Happy. Okay, they're starting like a kerfuffle is starting. They're Happy's not getting his way.
Yeah, Molgromere will wander over again with Rose and Sodak. What seems to be the problem? We are in a hurry.
These two fuckers aren't going to open it all the way.
Why not?
Because it only open the other guy. Because it's not an emergency. Because it's going to damage the locks, the ships in here, and create waves. Is what kind of orderly business? If ships, he starts talking about if ships, then he completely stops his like that. Like he's shushing up about something.
Is there a level that is the fastest without doing massive damage?
Yeah, we're already there.
What would happen if you did a smidge more?
Oh, come on. When he said, "Yeah, we're already there," it's DC 5 sense motive, or sorry, it would be a DC 11 sense motive. You're not already there.
Let's see. Molgromere can make that. Let me see if Rose can. Yeah, Rose can sense that. You beat it by 9.
Okay. Yeah. So, no, he's lying. It won't.
Happy does not think that you are already there, which leads me to believe that you aren't already there.
How much they fucking paying you? This is a like a weird pigeon dwarf.
Yep.
Language. If you speak Dwarvish, you know what they're saying. But it's
Molgromere does. Yeah.
It's a really broken version of Street Dwarvish. Like, fuck. Are Molgromere, Sodak, or Rose still being somewhat aggressive in their postures?
Yeah, they're in a hurry.
Sodak's gonna whisper to Molgromere. Perhaps you should mention the armada, Captain.
It's not for their ears to know that there is a pirate fleet at the entrance to Bloodcove.
How loud was that spoken?
So that they could hear.
For their ears.
Yeah, there's a whisper.
Yeah,
And then
like
Sodak had a whisper. Molgromere had a statement.
Yeah, a statement.
Okay, that catches a bunch of people's ears.
The Tide-Reavers are a very dangerous folk. We need to get our boat through. On the Castellan's business, is what he says. He looks at the three. Whatever I'm paying Happy, I'll also pay the two of you.
Fucking do it, says Happy. Happy starts spinning the thing. I'm going to give them back spine rolls. Kate, one guy is helping Happy spin it. There's Skid 4 is like, no, fuck that. Fuck that and fuck you. Fuck you. And he's now trying to leave the situation.
Hold on a second. There appeared to be a defender amongst
There's like two middle fingers being put up, and he's walking away.
Yeah,
So.
Gotano's gonna do the same sort of like, what's wrong, guy?
Okay,
he's gonna cast another suggestion.
Okay, what is your suggestion?
I suggest that you help us get through the logs with all due expediency. Don't you want to get paid? That's not part of the suggestion, but
it's just like the flavor around hiding the suggestion. Yeah. Okay, he's flipping you the bird. Okay, he comes back. The lock is now being fully opened.
Not damaging, but
it doesn't actually open to the point where it damages things. Yeah. They're just fucking lying.
Yep.
Is this fast enough? Happy asks. The only way to make it faster would be to blow the gate.
I do not think that we need to damage.
The guy who's not charmed is looking at this like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's now looking concerned.
Yep. Molgromere is going to alleviate the concerns by counting out 300 gold pieces for each of them.
Okay.
Because when they get asked, what? We'll do bloodstones. We'll give two bloodstones apiece. So 200 gold pieces each. A reasonable bribe. But definitely, they're going to be blamed for taking bribes. Here you go. Here you go.
Okay. This basically what would have taken an hour now takes 30 minutes. During this period, let's see if they are able to get the guy back. The slight delay in rolls is a little throws one off their jam. Okay. The water is now about level. You happy and one of the skids are opening up the gate. There's a ship out there that looks like it wants to make its way in. The glass runner is trying to make its way through. There's a rather grumpy-looking dwarf that can be seen from the docks. Being like a skid is one of these skids is sort of dragging it back, but there's a dwarf that looks rather grumpy with this scenario. But your vessel appears to like you could now bully your way through.
Yeah. Molgromere's waving for Gedzori to go through,
and the whole process took you an hour 10. Like it's
nice.
You did. Okay. There's this moment where Happy and the skids.
Is the glass runner through?
There's you're now the glass runner. So the suggestion was get the glass runner through as fast as possible.
Yep.
Okay. The glass runner breaks its way through, and they have confused looks on their faces. You can see from basically out here this
No,
dwarf with
Now
dwarf
might
with
be
a.
the time for you to go explain yourself to Green.
Okay, there's definitely an ass whooping, but there's basically some like shillelagh Billy Club to knee action going on
Yep.
on the
Once the boat is gone, Molgromere and the others are going to head this way, like into the town,
Okay,
heading towards the Castellany. We've
Give me
got our boat through, basically.
give me a perception check from the four of you.
Okay. Rose. Because I'm on the sheet. Nope. Molgromere's got a good perception. 38, not 20 from Molgromere.
Give me a D2, Marty. Actually, a D3. I apologize.
Gotano is one higher, 36. D2, 2.
A D3. I'll roll it. Oh, you got it? Okay. There's a wicked-eyed woman that you recognize watching you leave the docks.
That's fine.
So
We've caused problems for this lady before, I think. Yeah, their vampire horrible thing didn't show up, and that's fine. They have a whole bunch of other concerns that they don't know about. We're gonna quickly walk away from this place. That went well. Good job, Gotano. Yeah, I had to save the day, don't I? Gives him a slight nod. See, give me a nod. Give me a wink. I did not see a wink. That's because you're standing on the other side of him.
all right, there's two men being hung from either set of logs. Happy is being taken to for a in detailed discussion. Okay, you make your way to the Castellany. The Castellany is surrounded by a distinctly large number of guards. It is a very active place.
Okay, we're looking for Koa.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll a percentile. Okay. It takes you some time. Takes a couple hours to find Koa. He's not immediately available. So half of that. So at this point, city defenses are showing up as well, but you find Koa.
Okay. Greetings, Koa. We are bearers of grim news.
I assume that your ship was taken away by the mighty storm. Didn't expect to see you back so soon.
My crew,
We're good at our jobs, asshole.
my crew, my crew of freemen are very good when it comes to saving their own lives. He hands him the document. You should know that there is a massive armada of Tide-Reavers that have taken position at the entrance of Bloodcove. They got knocked off course and they are pissed off. I think they're blaming Bloodcove for this travesty. You and I both know that is ridiculous, but the number of guns and people that they have out there, let's just say that I managed to talk my way out of having my vessel stripped down for parts. In exchange, I agreed to deliver this to the Castellan. You may have a look if you want. It is a list of their demands.
Okay, what does it say?
It basically threatens Bloodcove unless the following list of demands are met. The list of demands include 100 able-bodied free slaves, the permission to use Bloodcove as a resupply for the next month, fair dealings, and a designated dock for the pirates to be determined, and 50,000 gold coins to be delivered immediately to the emissary Molgromere.
Okay.
If these are not, basically it says if these are not agreed to, and what does it take, a day to get there? If these are not agreed to within 3 days, then we will start to take what we need from your ships and consider Bloodcove. Consider the blockade to go on for most of the summer, if not longer. Basically, at our discretion, we will blockade Bloodcove until we exact much more. And then it's basically signed the Admiral.
Okay.
Fancy up the language a little bit. I'm sure if I typed it out,
There'd be some hither on twos, you know.
Yeah.
Derby.
Could you please wait in this designated area?
Do I have?
He's motioning to a region. Not really.
No, I have some of my crew that have been taken hostage by the Admiral.
Understood.
I'd appreciate that we are treated well in this matter. It is why I came to you, Koa. You know what we are capable of.
The room does not have bars, but I'd kindly ask you do not leave.
Understood.
Okay, you're led into a meeting room. It's actually within the Castell, like the main tree, so it's up and within the tree itself. The room itself does have a bit of a view,
That's what they mean about tree dwarf. They live in giant trees. I forgot about this part.
The room has a very large window. The window does not open. The glass is somewhat strange. There are several very burly-looking dwarves that are out at the front door. You are given some privacy in there.
Threat. Tree dwarf. Does that make a tree human? I don't know. Dwarves are strange.
All right.
Don't call them monkeys. They don't like that. But monkeys like being called monkeys, don't you? He puts his hand in it. Pet jump. Probably tries to bite. Gotano. You little bastard.
Okay. Give me the intimidate or diplomacy check for your demand on behalf of the Tide-Reavers.
Okay, I guess it's intimidate. We kind of. Let me just see here. Molgromere wasn't threatening them, but
That's why I said or diplomacy. Like you could sue for diplomacy.
Yep.
Like it's you could matter of factly be going. No. We're going to just take it all from all the ships. And,
Yeah, we'll do intimidate. Rose has an intimidate of plus 12 to aid, so that's plus 2, and Gotano has a plus 10 to intimidate. Plus 2. Sodak, do you have intimidate?
Ahmed.
Int 10 cleric fighter.
There we go. Intimidate. No, I don't have intimidate. Why would I have that? I'm a gunslinger. I intimidate with this big rifle in my hand.
You are the threat that we're intimidating. I'll just let him
Intimidate is like,
fire.
see this thing?
Yeah.
Put it in your face. Pull trigger, it goes click. It's my thing.
37 on the intimidate.
Okay. Right. Come on. You can do it, Modron.
You rolled a 15.
Yeah, no. There's like I just got it now. Like, there's a weird delay. I don't know somebody has cloggy pipes. Cloggy internet pipes. Okay. Several hours go by. You are brought a tray of like finger snacks. There is mystery meat amongst the finger snacks, but they're not actually fingers. Where's the glass runner going?
It's just going down the.
So you're sailing through to the sea there.
Yeah, not that far away. We're gonna stay maybe an hour away.
Okay. All right, we're gonna put the glass runner here.
Okay.
Just
find a nice spot off to the side to weigh anchor and just wait.
All right. Koa returns. Another few hours after that, it is now like past dinner time, 8 p.m. These tidings are somewhat ill. We understand that your claim is that you are, well, being forced through threat of violence to threaten the city and to, through extension, threaten the Pungan territories.
This actually, if I may speak to the Castellan, may prove to be a worthwhile exchange. Instead of inviting the Tide-Reavers as an unknown faction, a powerful one at that, as enemies, the Castellan could likely use them to threaten his other enemies. In the same way that we did jobs for you along those lines. I did not get a chance to negotiate that far with the Admiral, but I'm sure that a bunch of opportunistic pirates like that of the Tide-Reavers would be open to further jobs. If the Castellan plays this right, 50,000 gold pieces for the destruction of his own enemies is a small price to pay. You have slaves. You have slaves to give. And commerce to be made? I'm sure that in the tax revenue alone, you'll come even.
The Castellan would like to meet with you at high moon.
This room is starting to feel like a cell. You're running out of time. It's going to take a day and a half. What is it, a day and a half or a day to get down to where the...
Mm-hmm. He said high moon.
High moon. Okay, I thought he said high moon. I thought you said high moon. Very well.
In 4 hours.
I assume that you have some means by which to check at the number of boats that are now sitting in Bloodcove Bay.
We do. Okay. All right. The
Oh, and
Sev-
Koa, you'll get a bonus if this all works out.
He doesn't nod. He doesn't shake his head no. He doesn't
Yep.
shake his head yes. He just turns and walks past the dwarvish guards that are beside him.
Rose just gives Molgromere a nod. We are in grave danger if this does not go well.
Okay, what are the senses of the people inside the room?
What are the senses?
What senses do you have?
Oh, all of them.
All my senses around me.
Molgroquest has dark vision.
Hold on.
Tano's got low light. Rose is a human.
Sodak has permanent scene visibility for some reason.
I would like to know the reason.
I was just here, man. I don't argue the sheet.
I think all the animal people have low light. Yeah.
Just like low light stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Dark vision, 2 low light, and a normal human.
Yeah, low light vision.
All right. Give me 1 second.
The bigger the lie, the more believable.
Okay. Do you sleep or rest at all during that 4-hour period?
I think we could take watches napping.
Okay.
Two guys nap, 2 guys watching.
2 guys nap, 2 guys watching. Okay.
Just so we're not completely
Give me the
boned.
who's who of the watch order there. Like which one of the 2 pairs?
You have any choices there? Soda?
Low light vision, I can do night.
Molgromere. Well,
It's all night, and you're indoors. So.
Do you prepare to detect poison?
Yes.
Can you check the food?
Yep. One moment, Captain. Sound effects are good for spells. Are there any? Is there any poison in this food?
Gotano can stay awake with Sodak.
Mm.
There is no poison in the food, and the alcohol they've given you is surprisingly weak for the dwarves.
Yeah, there is the.
You're not getting, you would struggle to get inebriated.
His hackbutt is aimed at the door, like set up and aimed at the door, and he's got a seat. Just in case.
I guess I can't walk over there. I'll pace over here then.
No, I wouldn't suggest it. I do have a trigger finger.
Okay, I need a perception check from when Gotano and whoever's on watch with Gotano are awake.
Sodak.
Okay. Let me use my 7th level character, because that's the one I'm supposed to be using right now. There we go.
You tell these guys offline that they have enough XP to level, that suddenly they think they just had one to everything.
Gotano's clipping his nails or something. 18.
Okay.
Gotano's pacing around.
25.
25. There was the faintest of the faintest of breeze is what you felt, Sodak. Just this faintest, like one of the candles flickered a little bit. That is what you felt.
Okay. One sec. There's a spell that I have here. Where is it?
Can you make a note on the top of Gotano's sheet, Marty?
What's the note?
MOJ. That's the note.
I'm taking action.
MOJ?
Yep.
Oh, I don't have that. Is there a window here?
There is a window here.
Is it closed?
With the weird material.
Weird material. The window is closed.
Okay. He moves to the front of the window. Show yourself. Like he puts his back towards the window and pulls his rifle out. Show yourself. Well, this would end very badly.
Okay, give me another perception check. You can
something's here.
You're searching out the window.
Gotano's got a 24. He's looking around the room. There's something going on.
31. Something's here.
Okay, Gotano will cast.
Captain.
Okay, there's a little bit of rain, and there's a little bit of rain, and it's a bit of a stormy night, and there's this flash of lightning, and you swear for a moment there was a feminine outline, just for a moment. This moment of a feminine looking outline in the rain, being backlit. You can't see it; it's not there, but. Just this
saying I can't shoot it is what you're saying.
Oh, you can try to shoot it. I mean, you can shoot it where you saw this thing.
Something was here.
Oh, to make sure that nothing is here right now. Gotano's going to cast the invisibility.
Okay. Give me a perception check from Gotano.
Sodak's doing a detect magic. We know what magics 24. We have on us.
Okay, nothing is within the 60 to 120 feet that you can see.
Okay, I'm doing detect magic, and I know what our magics are.
How big is the room?
The room is it'd be similar. I'm building a room over here. It's the same size as this. So just a little meeting room on the right-hand side of the map. Effectively that side. That size.
Jen, the door is where?
The door is over here.
Or the window is where?
The window is right here.
Okay. So Gotano doesn't see anything at the door or the window? Oh, you made me with my spell.
I'm telling you, something was here. I'm not lying, you know.
You cast detect magic, you said?
Yes, I'm casting detect magic. I know what our spells are. I know what our weapons and items are. I'm looking for something out of the ordinary.
How many ranks in spellcraft do you have?
Yeah, see here, this is when I shit the bed.
Because if you have 0, then you don't know any of those things.
Well, I have 1 rank, so
give me give me your spellcraft roll.